Howdy, hi. I was just doing one of those AFK things. I've been asleep, to tell you the truth. Now, it's not working great, but it's an ice biome. And I'm trying for the ice key mold. And I didn't look up any of these setups, so I'm sure they're far from perfect.
There's some weird stuff down here. Those trifold maps that I was searching for before are kind of everywhere down here. Ice mold, not so much. What the hell are you, unholy arrows? Good grief. And I can always come down and get this stuff. I don't know if I got toxic sludge. You'd think I would have slime banners. I don't know if I got toxic sludge ones or not. Probably time to drop another chest.
And no ice key mold. But I had this little thing for the F for away from the keyboard right here, and I wasn't getting squat all from it. And I think whatever was spawning below, but I'm just guessing. Like I said, I haven't researched this, and probably not going to. But anyway, you saw what was down here, and what I did was I put the box to sit in up here. So like I said, I'm sure it's not perfect or anything like that, but it does seem it's gathering stuff, so I don't know what the odds are on it getting. How many prezzies have we got, or am I getting presents down here? 125. So it's doing. Now, I don't know how many of those I started with, but even so. So it's rolling along pretty good. Oh, and the other problem I had was there was a shelf over here, and that's where all the dummies were, and by golly, they just stood over there, so I cleared all that out. I do think the ice chest mimics are cute. Yeah, howdy hi. I was thinking I should have picked it up before I turned on the fraps in case it dumped. Anyway, gracious. Almost 24 hours. How much it all counted, I don't know. I don't know if stuff stops piling up after it reaches a certain level or not. We changed some of this around. Actually, all this red wasn't here when I started. The pink brick, rather. Not to mention the water. And I finally got bored. I've been reading, and there's not really much on TV, so mostly I've been reading, but and letting the pygmies like Gunga and his friends kill everything.
I was getting a bunch of, not a bunch of hallowed stuff. I don't know where some of this stuff is from. It's, not the squiddy thing. But anyway, I don't know if stuff starts vanishing after it reaches a certain point or what. You'd have to look at somebody's stuff that's deeper into the game than I am. But anyway, about 24 hours and finally the ice key mold. All this crap's from it. And I was doing a good business in trifold maps. If you recall, that was for the Ankh, but all these nasty things. And what I was thinking was if I built this up enough, I'd get just, I can't think of what the names of those things are. Those things, and toxic slimes. I was thinking maybe if I built it up higher, I wouldn't get as many of those. I don't know. It seems like those are pretty much in the ice caves anyway, so. But I was getting a fair number. It doesn't seem like you get just an overwhelming number of just ice creatures. Now, possessed armor. Okay. But anyway, I was building it up mostly because I was bored. But down here is the hallowed, so I couldn't go any deeper. So this is where I've been working, and I've been gradually hollowing it out so that, and filling in, although I didn't fill all this in, but my theory being that everything would have to spawn here, so I'd get whatever there was. So anyway, but the ice key mold, of course, was the big thing. I don't know what there is that should be taken with me. That's the first lime kelp I've seen. I can always use more snow in my world. There's stained glass windows obviously are an issue in my world. It's oh. I'll probably keep all well, I can always come back. It's not like this is gonna be gone. I figure if I kept those it'd be less to build. Oh, and 500 presents, so I wasn't really well, how do you expect it? So I was gonna say I wasn't really expecting the ice mold. I was hoping eventually it would drop. Yeah, I don't see anything else. I guess I could. I don't know. It seems stupid to leave that for 4 rubies. Yeah, I just make more than one trip. It won't take that long. This is like 3 hops from where my spawn point is. I should have brought a bed over, but I never got around to it. So anyway, frozen key mold. So that was what I was here for. And I owe it all to the Gunga Brigade. Oh, and where I've been is, I don't know if those mattered or not. Like I said, I just kept getting bored. But basically, I've been right here. And there's a candle here, and I've been holding a candle, and I've been away from keyboard reading, and there weren't really any good, I don't know, I don't want to offend anybody's football team. I didn't see any games that were good on today. I was interested, that's a fair way to say it. So where the hell's the map? So anyway, from there to there, until I filled in those holes, it seemed if I got too low, I didn't spawn anything. Or spawned a lot less. So, like I said, I was trying to spawn everything here so that, you know, I'd have access, although I have no idea what holes are up here, so. But there's probably a lot better videos on the whole farming the ice critters and all that kind of stuff than the ones I make. So. Alright, Gungas, quit beating crap up. I feel compelled to go loot if you do that stuff. Yeah, I guess I'll have to go get a Mountain Dew so I can do this. I just really haven't played much since, I haven't played since Christmas. This hasn't really been playing, it's just been... I've read about, God, what is it, Cornwall that does the Sharps Rifles stories, and I'm not in love with them, but they're alright. I like historical fiction. I've read 3 or 4 of those from cover to cover, so that tells you what I've been doing. I just kind of needed a break. I haven't given up on the whole, I haven't even looked at comments either. Like I said, I needed a break. I haven't given up on the frost thing.
Yeah, bugger. What we ought to do, though, is, gosh, I don't even know where I know where the Spectre armor is. It's back at the house. I'm not dressed for a blood moon. What we ought to do is, oh, we got enough of everything. What we ought to do is do stuff with deathweed. Whatever the hell that means. So, now I still need the hallowed key mold, and I've killed like, oh shoot. I don't want to do it by dying, damn. I'm getting my ass kicked here. Come on, pygmy. Yeah, what's politically correct for pygmy? It's probably nothing. Come, my Gungas. Let us flee, let us fly, let us go. Now, deathweed, you only get the seeds from it on a blood or a full moon. Yeah, I think blood or full moon. You might want to check on that before you count on it. Oh, crap, I forgot the dungeon. I think gosh, I don't know if it's in red 2 or red 1, or I'm not sure where it is. Okay, frozen key that opens the frozen chest in the dungeon is a temple key, a frozen key mold, a soul of 5 souls of fright, 5 might, and 5 sight. So the big monsters basically, and that's that.
Let's try red 2. Let's get Gunga out here. Okay. Dungeon, dungeon. Nope, that's ice. Oh, that's where I was harvesting. That's dungeon. One of these, it was fairly close to the beginning. This might be it. Okay, so it's way to hell over there. That's all the scaly, nasty things that live in the Crimson. Well, Gunga and I'll meet you there.
Oh, Wyvern. Good grief, Wyvern. I'm never going to find your loot, you rat bastard. Well, there you go. Oh, hell, it'd help if I... Gunga. I hope this is the one where they're all right at front. I've got 2 different dungeons. I think this is where they're all at front. Yep. Damn. I'm getting my ass beat. Staff of the Frost Hydra. We'll look at it somewhere else. I don't really need to... Oh, I want the chest, though. You gotta collect the chest. I think it's required. I probably like it. You just want to kill Daddy, don't you? I understand. Daddy needs to get out of here, Pie. I do love the Crimson Dungeons. What the hell are you doing, Gunga Dan? Okay. Don't make me summon my pet Hydra. I guess I should have put him right here. Can we put him right there? Yes, we can. Ride my Hydra over the plains, killing the bad guys with frozen flames. I guess that makes Gunga the mahout for my elephant.
Oops, obsidian. Oh, okay, I did get the battle potions. Oh crap, I killed him. I didn't know you could do that. Stupid Hydra. Yeah, I think he kind of steals your healing. Be a bat fountain.